Yes, you have. Don't lie. Don't lie. Heh. Alright, everybody, we're gonna raid Zotanith. You might know him as the homie I've been streaming with. Yeah, voice of Damien. He will be doing art on his stream, which is great because we were also doing art on our stream, so it's the consistency. Wow! Alright, we can't be friends anymore. Yeah, we're gonna raid this loser! This green gobbledygoober. This hacker over here. Yeah, I will be back on Friday with Yakuza 3. Normal schedule, normal time. Yeah. See you guys then. You want to go for Psycho Lady instead of Kana? Normal Lady? Yeah, we're doing Normie. Yeah. She's so quirky. I love her. Do you know what kind of Dashin her dog is? Alright, everyone, I'll see you at the 10th channel, and you'll see me on my stream on Friday. Okay? Good night, everyone! Big smoochies, good night! See you there! Okay, I've raided.
A raid? What?
From the Swanest of the Drawns.
What? Why it's been a long time.
I know. I decided to be generous today.
What has it been? Like a week? Literally
It's
1 week?
been forever.
The shortest
I know,
possible
the
time span?
The odds of me raiding you...
Magpie,
like,
hello?
I never get to do this, honestly.
I know. Even when you demand... like, all it took was for you to demand it, and then I had to reluctantly, begrudgingly accept.
Sometimes I think, I'm like, man, Zoti is such a good sport. I wonder if he just, like, feels pressured whenever I do this.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure the interaction went, pick one of the 2 days so I can raid you, and I said, okay.
No, it started, okay, with you saying that you wanted to do an extra stream.
I was gonna do that on this weekend, and then you said, let me raid you instead.
Yeah, yes. And I was doing it for you.
It's a good mashup album, and super duper secret now, hold on. Moe Money. Moe Problems. Alright, it's in my, why is the Sackboy OST the first thing that comes up to that? Am I missing something? Is this like a secret? I'll look at that later. There's something going on here. Oh yeah, I can close your chat now. I can open up my own chat.
No, my chat.
Get your chat out of here.
It's my
It's on a Google Drive folder in Swan's Discord.
No.
Guys, I'm at 30 followers now. A little earlier than the FFOST. Nice. Alright, let's get the thing on screen. And the stuff that I draw. Wow. I was so panicked for a second, I thought I had all my words on screen and I just exposed my whole self. I was very nervous. But no, there's no words on screen. Absolutely none. What I do need...
What if I squint?
You can't see them even if you squint here. They simply... I mean, I could hear you... I wrote the word how, and the word have. So basically, you know the entire story of this page.
Yep, it's game over for you. I know everything.
It's over for you. I gotta hide all these multiply layers.
Yeah, it's over.
There's so many layers for lighting if you're bad at management like me. There, they are all gone. It used to be on Bandcamp, but it got taken down since the person who made it to Mellow wanted to focus on other not copyrighted projects. That's fair, but also I wanted to listen to it. I guess I still can, but the fact that I almost couldn't is a problem for me. Oh, that really covers up the sketch lines, don't it? Swan, what are your thoughts on the events that transpired today? On not getting the shopkeeper?
Feels bad, dude.
It does feel pretty bad.
I thought you had her.
I thought at least one of us would have a shoe-in shot, but then we just cannibalized our interaction time.
I kind of like thought that might happen too.
I had a feeling, but I figured the game wouldn't just let that happen.
Yeah, I thought that 3 interactions would be enough.
Got my copy of it and other mashups to save for posterity and share with the world. That's a bold and very good call on your end. A Google Drive link in Swan's Discord is where it is preserved now.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that forever.
Oh, and also I have all the people's colors here. Oh no, are there shading on these characters? I made it all one layer, like a moron. I think I put this color for this guy. Oh yeah, I can use the fill bucket tool as well. I should really just, because like, it's a good thing to have the fill bucket tool. But the brush that I use for line art lets all this little stuff happen. It lets all these little squares form on it.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, so I gotta fix that. By, I guess, just changing the line art brush I use.
Huh.
On the plus side, I can just select the outside and then invert that. There's also a NOS Castlevania mashup, and Chrono Trigger JZ one, and Streets of Rage with something I'm forgetting. The only mashup I've listened to with hip-hop stuff before is the Notorious B.I.G. and Thomas the Tank Engine theme mashup. And it goes way too hard. It doesn't deserve to go as hard as it does.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it would, but I guess...
It's really good for no reason.
Alright.
Should I play it on stream right now? Alright, here I go.
Oh, well, if you convince me.
Tomas. Here he is. Oh, look at that thumbnail. It's the full 7-minute song, I forgot. I don't know if I'm allowed to play this on stream. There's so many words at this intro I can't even say out loud. Oh heck yeah, dude! It's starting now. I always am like, I think to myself, you know what? I'm gonna make sure my VOD is easy to upload today, and then YouTube won't yell at me. And then I always do this.
Now you're playing copyrighted.
I just can't help it, apparently. You were playing episodes of Fact or Fiction, though.
I don't have to upload my crap.
That's true. I also did play, and this one I don't think actually got copyrighted at all. I played a full fight scene from that Way of the Sword anime movie or whatever. And that was completely fine.
Oh.
I guess they just didn't notice that.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe their lawyers are just loose.
Maybe they're losers.
All lawyers are losers. That goes without saying, Swan.
Haha.
That's the eraser. Don't use that. This song. Anyone who comes in here who would potentially be new is going to be so confused. I'm playing a Biggie Smalls, Thomas the Tank Engine mashup, and there's another person in the call who is not mentioned in the title at all. Might as well play the whole series of mashups. Burn the VOD. Yeah, it's already going down to the ground.
Burn the VOD, burn the VOD.
And this is the only appearance of this lady. Now we go here. Swan, if you were to I guess I could just ask what your favorite part of illustrating... What's your favorite portion of illustrating a piece? Is it the coloring, the line art, the sketching?
Highlights.
The highlights. Any reason?
Is very satisfying. Because then I know I'm almost at the end.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
If you're in the sketching phase, then you just deeply know, even if it looks great, then most of that work is probably going away.
Yeah, exactly.
Potentially within, like, the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, highlights means that it's almost at the end. It's kind of satisfying to do highlights, too, because it makes everything pop and look nice.
Yeah, it's good. It helps. It's like a value step that you don't even account for until the moment it shows up. So everything just looks better almost immediately. As opposed to me, who does values all at once. It allows for no deviation for the process. Also, it's mostly layer styles, because I can't color theorize for anything. I like the sketching part, I hate the coloring. I think coloring's pretty good. Even though I can't see them in the same way. I think it's neat. Oh god, you know what? I've had it. I've had it with this song. Going back to this one. I went back to the Final Fantasy. I could not handle any more of that.
Oh.
It was too much. That song is definitely made for a bit part to send to your friends in like 30-second clips. I think sketching's fun though, because you can figure out perspective, and even though perspective's annoying most of the time, I think getting it ironed out, that's the satisfying part for me. It's getting volumes oriented correctly, that's just great. That's good stuff. Especially if you're doing like heavily foreshortened stuff, then it looks fantastic. Unless you fail that, and then it looks nightmarish.
Yes, I agree.
And the arms are just all deformed.
Yep.
It's very careful balance. I saw this one. There's a one artist on Instagram that I follow who's crazy with their foreshortened perspective. I can't remember his name. All I remember is that Rob brought up his Instagram on stream, and there was Booba immediately. And I did not warn him properly. I should have done that. What are these little... Why do these squares even appear? Get them out. Here's another similar idea of plastic love plus 50 cent. That sounds good, though. Let's do that one. Oh my god, this thumbnail. Plastic love, but it's in the club by 50 Cent.
What?
I love this thumbnail so much, Magpie.
No
This is
way.
beautiful.
Wait, let me see this. No way! The heckin' video. I can't look at it. It's making me laugh.
He's so beautiful. I think he should grow his hair out and then also straighten it in real life. Based on this one image, he would look fantastic.
When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, so it's drama in the club. Now that I roll with Trey, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man, rolling trees up. If you watch how I move, you mistake before I play up pimp. Been hit with a few shells, now I walk with a limp. In the hood, in the lady saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop.
Oh, I didn't draw the face down here. Oh no, I'm a fraud.
My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they buy and they ready to go.
This is a great mashup. This is like a Neil Cicerega type mashup, where it works way better than it should. Yeah, this VOD is thoroughly nuked. I could listen to Neil mashups as well.
You have to chop off like the entire beginning of it.
Maybe this will just be the whole 2 hours.
Yeah, you gotta choose a different brush, man.
What do you mean I use a different brush? It looks good though, is the problem. The pencil brush looks great. And I don't think there's gonna be a pencil brush that avoids this particular error.
There could be. If you don't try, you don't know.
I will live in ignorance blissfully
Oh my god.
until I die.
Boomer.
No, true. Where'd her eyebrow go? Swan, what did you do with it? Moe Money also has Indie Club on it mashed up with a Girls' Generation song. Even better than this one. Also, I ain't using the G pen, that's for sure.
I've used it a lot, but I have a love-hate relationship with them.
I'm so bad with pen brushes. I can't use them. I'm bad with line weight in general, in digital. I can get away with it in traditional stuff, but for some reason I just can't do it on a computer. And so I use my razor-thin line art to hide every flaw that I have. That's what the anime artists do.
No, razor-thin line art like makes it harder to hide.
Are you sure?
Anything.
I feel like when I do thick line art, it's so hard to. It's like unwieldy for me.
Bro, thick line art hides things, bro.
I don't know about that. Every time I use thick line art, I notice every flaw when I do thick line art.
No,
I don't know.
Thick line art hides things.
Maybe it's just how I use it. Because if I'm using thick line art, there's like a line like that, and then I try to taper stuff as well. So I guess when I'm erasing it and there's just like even the slightest imperfection like that right there, I will just see that like all the time. Or
I like to use thick painterly brushes for line art.
Really?
And then that way if it's uneven when you erase it and stuff, it doesn't matter because it's
part
painterly.
of the texture.
Yeah, it's textured.
You got like a particular kind of brush to use like that?
Yeah.
Oh, the music's.
And yeah, they Oh, I don't know on CSP. I know on Procreate.
Oh, I was doing. Oh yeah, that's right. You use a weird program.
It's a good program.
A weirdo program.
No, you're a weirdo.
For Apple users. Your company that you support just discovered what a USB-C connection is.
Look at those squares you have to erase.
Your mouth. Grasping at any straw you can to belittle me and demean me. These squares are a badge of honor. When I eventually get a Patreon started in about 8 years, and people get the access to my like file speed timelines or whatever, They're gonna be like, he puts way too much effort into this. Even though he doesn't have to. He could have left the squares in. That would have been a horrible aesthetic choice, but I could have done it. I gotta bring up the doctor. You all are not allowed to look for like 30 seconds. I don't have any pages with words off of them. Where are all the words? Oh, there's so many words. Why did I put so many words all over the place? And you can have your eyes back right about now. Yeah, I think I've been saying this like a million times, but I think I finally, for real this time, have the prologue script figured out.
Do you?
I've been working on it, on trying to get it to, because the whole point, and I'm also going to stop calling it a prologue. I think I talked about this one stream, but the idea of calling it a prologue, apparently it just creates that dissonance in a reader.
It does.
And it's
even,
like...
I would say that as a reader.
Like, just the implication of it being... Like, even if it's the same exact information, and you just call it Chapter 1, that's enough to make a difference.
Yeah, it does.
So I'm thinking I'm just going to start... Because it functionally, I looked up the criteria of what most people consider a prologue anyway, and I don't even meet that, because what I've been trying to cut back on the elements that normally make them prologues, like information dumps and stuff like that. Because from what I understand, that's bad writing, and you're not supposed to do that. So I've been trying to streamline it, and in that way, I have sort of just made it more like a Chapter 1 than a prologue anyway. So I think finally I have the script ironed out in a way that works better. It's more interesting. Less information being conveyed. I can talk about information later. That's the strategy. You gotta disperse it in the wind. Like seeds. Otherwise, you run into those webcomics that start off with, in the beginning, there were 3 deities. Each of them with multifaceted factions and alliances to all of these generals. Oh, here's another pet peeve of mine I've been seeing. Those webcomics that do the thing where they introduce a character by name with like a little dialogue rectangle. And it says their name and title. I don't know why, but that irks me so much. When it's like, this is Prince Claudius Van Helsing IV of the 8th Regiment Kingdom, and I'm just, I don't care, don't do that, it's like so lazy.
Please throw more names at me.
He didn't even try to incorporate it into dialogue.
Yes.
For me, it's from, if it's from a different viewpoint than the main character, it's okay as a prologue, but otherwise Chapter 1 is good. Yeah, that was another thing, it's like a perspective shift for a prologue. And I mean, technically, my protagonist is in this chapter. She's just a baby who says nothing at all. But she's here.
She's here.
She's in literally one panel. I think her face, anyway. There she is. Look at it. She's right there. Don't you see her? This orb that I've drawn?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
That's her right there. She's gonna be so important to the story, I swear to God.
Amazing.
You just gotta wait. Alright, wait a second.
Oh, I waited a second.
Well, wait another one. Get your eyes off of the screen. I have to bring up another page with words. You guys are so nefarious. Trying to find my spoilers. Oh, I just opened the same page that I already had open. That's a convenient page I have open. Alright. And then we color in this man. But yeah, I've also talked about what my prologue initially was. Well, it was, I think I've shown in the preview images I put up. There was those, there's those images, there are those pages of them climbing a mountain. Which are still going to be in the story. They're like just chapter 2 now, I guess. And I was going to intersperse, like, the images of them climbing up the mountain with all the artwork and stuff. and then I would go to another page where it would be like a black thing, like a black page, and then there'd be like text on it, describing some stuff, and then it would go back. I was like breaking it up in like an artistic way, but it was still at the end of the day just an information dump. So I decided to cut it. Or it would be like a... This is a black page, by the way. This is how you render a black page in 2 seconds.
Uh-huh.
And then there would be some of that. And it was gonna get... I had some cinematic elements too, like it would be black here. And then there would be the imagery. Then when it went to the next black page with text, there would be like little like smolders and embers building it. So there was like some stuff progressing on those pages. But it was just a disguised way to do an information dump, as what so I had to cut that out. And I decided to make this prologue instead. That was the ultimate reason. Is I don't want to be one of those guys, or writers in general, who just vomits their information at you and expects you to remember it, because that's boring. I don't want to remember information, I want to see characters on screen doing stuff. I don't read Lord of the Rings, I watch Lord of the Rings, and then I read it to see the differences. And they don't, you know what, to be fair, the book does have Tom Bombadil and the movies do not, so that's a point for Tolkien. And a point away from Edgar Wright.
Sure.
But Edgar Wright did make the Scott Pilgrim movie, so it's like, what are you gonna do? That's a point for him. Tolkien didn't write Scott Pilgrim, as far as I know. No vomit webcomic. Yeah, no vomit in this webcomic. I actually can't promise that. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I can promise the opposite of that. There's gonna be vomit in this webcomic, just not information vomit. Vomit actually plays a pivotal role in the arc of a certain character that I can't spoil.
What?
It makes sense in context. You don't understand, Swan.
I don't understand.
And you
right.
probably won't for like 50 years until that part comes out.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know how long it's gonna take. I see these webcomics out here, these long-running, what is considered a long-running webcomic project. Like, what's that one that just finished? There's like an not an originals, but like an independent project. I think it's called Icy Copper. It just finished recently, and they started it in 2020, and I'm like, oh man, you finished your whole story in 3 years? That's so fast, dude. The way I'm planning out my story, I don't even know if I'm gonna get it out freaking ever, entirely.
You will.
That's what I'm hoping, but I don't freaking know, dude.
Heckin' will.
I don't have this as a full-time job.
Better freaking do it.
I'm not a kid billionaire. Although I wish I was.
No, you'll become a crappy CEO.
No, I won't even...
gives bad
Here's the
takes.
thing, I'll just be a billionaire who doesn't own a business, that's the thing.
Oh.
The problem is the businesses they own. They have too much influence over business and the markets. No one's ever just being a billionaire and also just hanging around. I would much prefer that's what all the billionaires decided to do with their time, instead of actively make things worse. Just hang out on your boats, you bought them. You're not even using them. Foreshadowing,
No, we
yeah,
have
vomit
to own
foreshadowing.
businesses and be terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. We have to advocate against climate reform. We have to make sure oil
Hate
never
poor people.
dies. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of swell fellers over there in the billionaire 1%. That billionaire, his name is Ken Griffin. Funny news story about him. Threw a bedpost at his wife. Very cool. So they're also very mentally stable as well.
Good.
Elon Musk
love to
says
hear it.
he appreciates the work ethic of Chinese labor factories and all that. It's like, yeah, I'm sure you would, Elon. They're forced to
Sure
be
you
there.
would. Yeah. I love every single one of you.
Yeah, the one you were talking about was nuts. Literally just saying, you need to struggle more.
God, that guy was...
Full-on sociopathy,
Piece of
just on
work,
full
yeah.
display. How do they think that's alright?
They just live in a different world, Zotan.
Like, we always knew they believed this stuff, but they're getting a little crazy just saying it outright these days.
They're getting more vocal about it.
And I think this is a sign, because as I said that, the Final Fantasy Victory theme came on. So we're on the right path here. The billionaires are too crazy.
They are. I'm gonna let Clover out and also get some food.
Alright,
Boop, boop.
I'll be here. Unless...
Okay.
What if I end stream and then when she's gone, guys? Should I do that?
Don't you dare!
Oh, you haven't left yet. Oops.
Now I'm leaving.
Totally gonna end stream like right now. Sleepy time for me, alright, Magpie. Thanks for stopping in this hour, these twilight hours, the way past twilight hours. We're almost into the dawn hours. But yeah, catch you later. Listen to the mashups and let me know if you like them or don't. I will be sure to let you know. I do love me some quality mashups. Oh, this is his hand. I was wondering what that was. Gotta get rid of this man's collars. Far too many. Must be behind the lady. Actually, I think I can select it now. Nope. Still references the whole thing. And then we draw the hand, Zahando. Actually, yeah, what would the hand look like? Walking to the side? I guess it would just be like that. Oh, did we run out of Final Fantasy music now? I'm just cycling through all these soundtracks here. Man, I hate songs, but what's this fool's name? This male Vocaloid, ew. Kaito, I freaking hate this dude's voice. Get him out of here. Ain't nobody stand Kaito in the Vocaloid community. Dude is a piece of white bread. Plain, nothing on it. No condiments, no toppings. This is probably the best he's ever sounded there in this particular. Maybe I'm listening to outdated voice banks. Maybe he sounds good now, and I'm just jaded to the old ways that I've heard him. Whoops. Don't cut the entire layer, you fool. I think I can get away with covering the speech bubble about here. That's the thing about doing a comic, is sometimes you can get away with the old hair covers the other eye thing, but in a different way. It's just the evolved form of that, of drawing art in high school, or middle school, or I guess is a more accurate timeline for that. Hiding the hand behind the back and stuff like that. You can do that stuff in a comic, it's just with speech bubbles instead. That ought to be good. A little less diagonal, a little less diamond-shaped on the armor there. I don't think that's how that hand would work. Yeah, that looks closer. I think we can just kind of mess around with the rest and find out. since I can hide it expertly with my speech bubbles. I didn't even erase his colors over here. What am I doing? Get out of here. I should really just move his colors below hers, and that could solve, like, most of my problems, I think. Yeah, that's probably what I should have done. This song is pretty dope. What's this one? Feathers Across the Sea Zones. Reminds me of that Asura's Wrath song. The only one that I know from that game. Why is this song so dope? Why do I have to like Vocaloid music? That's the problem here. Because then you like Vocaloid music, and then people start calling you a nerd, and they're not wrong, but it's just like, come on now. Why did I have to be the one who enjoys this? Couldn't somebody else get cursed with this burden? Alright, I guess we can draw this face now, since I forgot. Also, that'll definitely kill time on this stream. I'm so slow with line art, my good lord. It is rough out here. Guys, this song is not allowed to be this cool. I hate that I'm enjoying it. It simply must stop. I hope this gets so heavily muted when I upload it to YouTube. So nobody knows my dark secret. That basically this was my jam from the ages of 14 to 19. How do people draw this line here? Now I gotta move the eye over a bit. This is going to look cross-eyed. That's just how it is. Yeah. That's about what I expected. But we can fix this. That looks positively ridiculous.
Stinky.
What the Jesus Christ? I've been here meditating, and here you come along.
Meditating?
Now my chakras are all misaligned.
Oh, I scattered them like marbles.
Now I don't even know where they are. I gotta pick them up somewhere. I'll do it later. Welcome back, Magpie. Passed out. Went to sleep.
As they should.
What do you mean, as they
Wednesday evening.
Not everyone else has a degenerate schedule like me?
Imagine.
That's ridiculous. What are you doing after that? What's your excuse?
I'm talking to you!
That's true. But I'm too busy listening to these sick Vocaloid tunes right now.
Haha.
There was one called, I think you might actually like this one. I'll just say, it was, what is it, the last one I just listened to? It's called Feathers Across the Seasons. That's a dope song. You should listen to that
Okay.
one.
Sure, I'll listen to it. I will look it up. Green and men.
It's funny, I saw a breakdown of, somebody who was, a lot of people, this is apparently a commonly observable theme, is that most of Len's songs are just about him wanting to bone or wanting to kill people.
Oh.
And I had not known that about him. I didn't know that was his whole deal. Apparently that's all that, yeah, there are two wolves inside you. They are both Len, and they both want to bone and kill people.
Hmm.
21st. I'm actually so excited. I decided I was gonna let my expectations fly unreasonably high.
Why?
Because it's more fun to live with excitement, even if it gets dashed away. What's that expression?
But then you have to live with the sadness.
Tis better to have
afterwards.
loved and lost than never to have loved at all, Swan.
Alright, Shakespeare.
You gotta feel the emotion. If you just go around being apathetic towards everything, you're gonna turn out like a real Liam. And do you want to do that? No.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
That's a good argument.
Nobody wants to be a fork.
I don't want to be a fork.
You don't want to be a fork. And I wouldn't want that for you, so...
Yeah.
Let your expectations fly way too high.
Okay, sure. I will expect them to show me the logo for World 2.
There you go.
Alright.
Maybe even a t-shirt on the producer.
A t-shirt? I don't know about that.
That's what they did about Dragon's Dogma, dude. He was gilded up with the Dragon's Dogma 2 t-shirt.
Wow.
In fact, I think that's how they reviewed, or, hold on, I'm gonna combine those words. Revealed the logo.
That's funny. Maybe it'll be a t-shirt.
Maybe it'll be a t-shirt on the producer. That'll
Maybe
be all
they'll
they
have
have.
Rathalos fly out of the goddamn screen. And
No, maybe if he does that, I won't get excited for the game. Maybe Rathalos just shouldn't exist in this one.
Why?
I don't
He's
like him.
He's like the flagship kind
For
of deal.
no good reason. He's the flagship because he
He's
was
the mascot.
first. Things
He's
get
Red
better with time.
Dragon.
He has not gotten better with time.
But he's iconic now. He's like Pikachu.
He's like Pikachu. He's so cute and lovable, and I hate him. Just like Pikachu. Sets me on
Yeah.
fire, poisons me, makes me trip when I'm carrying his eggs over to my chef.
Just like Pikachu.
Just like Pikachu. Although with Pikachu, he's mammalian, so his egg quests are much more disturbing. You gotta steal their babies. They're just running around.
All the Pichus.
All the little Pichus. Wait, hold on. Is that how that... Yeah, that's true. They do just get born out of an egg, and they're the lowest evolution. I always have to remember that. That they're not fully formed Raichus when they come out. Which is good for the mother, I suppose. But Nido Queen's got like a whole... Doesn't Nido Queen... Kangaskhan? Which one has the baby? Kangaskhan.
Kangaskhan.
Kangaskhan has the wee bab.
Kangaskhan still doesn't have an evolution, right? Or does it?
I don't think so. I think it got a mega evolution, actually.
Why doesn't its baby have its own?
Yeah, mega evolution. I could have sworn this was real. I'm looking. Yeah, it does have one. And the baby steps out of the pouch.
Whoa! But why doesn't the baby have its own evolution?
It's just a wee little baby. Kangaskhan. Babby.
Like Pichu is a baby.
Yeah, does the baby have a name?
Yeah, and Blissey, I mean, not Blissey, Happiny is a baby.
They call it Lil Kanga.
Lil Kanga.
It's a Lil Kanga. Where was this from?
Releasing a rap album.
For Kanga, the
I think
mother
they forgot
Kanga?
about. They must have forgotten about baby Kanga.
They probably did. there's just Reddit posts. Was Kangaskhan ever explained? Oh, here's a theory. Baby Kangaskhan turn into Cubones if their mother dies.
Jesus Christ.
And that's the origin. They do look vaguely similar. When a Kangaskhan comes out of an egg, why does it have a baby? Yeah, I don't think they ever thought that one through.
Just comes out.
It's just there.
It just comes out having a child.
Some people are theorizing that that's the twin and not actually the child.
What?
I think they're thinking about this too much.
Yeah, but we must know.
No, I don't think we need to know that
These
one.
are the answers these are the questions that
When
keep
you
us
start
up
getting
at night.
interested in Pokemon breeding habits, then I think you've gone too far.
Bro, it's 3 a.m. What else are we gonna talk about?
I don't know. I'm just gonna assume you brought this up somehow and it's not my fault.
No.
What happened? Oh yeah, we're talking about Rathalos. A natural progression.
Yeah.
This is just me, my face on screen right now whenever you talk about Pokemon, because I know where the conversation's going. Like every time.
Wow. I think you brought up the breeding.
No, you definitely totally did that. I'm pretty sure. Let's see, one sweat droplet, no sweat droplets? I don't know. How tense is this panel gonna be?
Mm-hmm. The answer is yes.
Let's see here. I don't even know if I need beta readers because my pages will take so long to come out. I will have essentially looked at them for 1,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
I will know every flaw in my story long before anybody else does. Although it would be nice to have people just say, hey, you did this arm in the wrong direction when it happens. I've also seen those people that redraw their old chapters. I don't even have enough time to draw my regular chapters, let alone go
I know,
back.
Right? They go back and redraw them before they've even finished their series.
I know, before they finish like a season or whatever.
Yeah.
Like a chapter at least.
I mean, look, I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I do get it. But, you know, you gotta finish the story.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's a phenomenon where it's like usually their first comic and they improve that much where they feel like I have to go back and fix it.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
It was my first one, and I've gotten so much better. It's like, you don't have to, though.
You could finish your story.
You could just finish it.
You know, release a update.
Unless it's like a reboot, that I understand.
Yeah.
And I did follow a reboot that was... It looks like way better than the original one. I'm gonna say it. They rebooted it correctly. Let me see if I can find the name of that one. Because I did follow it. Webtoon. They're a duo. So that's probably helping them out as well. But it's a writer-artist duo, so you know who's doing most of the work. Subscribbled? Where are you? Why can't these be alphabet? Why is Webtoon so bad in so many ways? They have no features. This is...
You have no features. Ooh.
I have at least 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. And ears. As far as I know, you got a beak and eyes, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all you got. 2 features at most. I have so many.
Now you're just being racist.
No, no.
No.
It's called Lost to the Woods to change the subject immediately. By Kika and Cosmo. And they have their old series. It was called Hidden Whispers Within Torn Pages. So already the title is a lot more streamlined, I would say.
Oh, thank God.
And it was already pretty solid as it was, but now they've revamped it, and it's a pretty solid... They only got 3 chapters out right now, but it's pretty good. Pretty good setup. And I guess, technically, it counts as an isekai.
Ha.
So shh.
They always find a way.
I don't want to hear it. Just because I like one webtoon that happens to be an isekai, it's not even a... You know, there's a loaded term, isekai, that comes with a lot of trope baggage by this point. I think getting transported to a different world shouldn't count as an isekai wholesale. In my personal opinion.
That's how it started. That's how the genre
That's
started.
how it started, but now it's like taking on a whole new meaning.
Well, the thing is that isekai now is like a broad genre for a ton of subgenres.
And it's bad.
Right? Because there's like there's like villainous isekai,
Yeah.
or like
I
fantasy
hate
isekai.
like all of those.
No, you don't, because you like one isekai. Or you probably like multiple. You
I
don't
hate
even
the
know it.
villainous ones, or I got trapped in my own novel that I was writing. I hate that so much. Like, it doesn't even need to be there. Why can't you just be a character in the novel?
I do wonder about that.
It's when the isekai, when the world transformation or the world transportation doesn't even need to be there, that's when I get confused. Like, why did you do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know why they did it. Marketing, appeal, visuals, get eyes on your story just by saying it's an isekai. You get to make a funny title, like I got my head conked in a beach volleyball game, and now I'm in a fantasy world.
That's pretty good.
It's a pretty good one, and I bet it's already been made. In fact, I made that one. So please go read I Got My Head Conked In by a beach volleyball, and now I'm in a fantasy world. I need the money.
This is why you're such a naysayer. You
And
wanted
it's
all
because
the other
nobody's
isekai
reading
to
mine.
fail. Yeah.
It's my villain origin story. So why don't you like money? Did someone rob you as a child? As an infant, they took your money away. You're just like, I don't want to have money because then I can experience the pain of losing it again.
Can I isekai to a world without money?
I don't know if you wanna. I don't know if you want to do that. You're gonna get a genie's wish. I was gonna say a genie's paw, but that's a different thing. That's a monkey's paw. You're gonna get a genie's paw into like a Mad Max type apocalypse.
It'll just be medieval times where they bartered for everything, and then I'll die from a terrible, very commonly treated disease.
The common cold. Actually, you'll bring the common cold disease to them, and they will die.
Oh god. Oh no, that's
Horribly.
even worse.
I got transported into a fantasy world and killed everyone on accident. Whoops.
No,
That'd be such a sad isekai.
sorry.
Oh look at this cross-eyed character. Don't look at the cross-eyed character. I forget that I draw the pupils,
looking.
and this happens. No, I'm
Looking.
erasing it right now.
I see it.
I forget I have to move the eye
Looking.
before. Stop looking. I'm erasing the eyeball right now. Yeah, you know what? That is an isekai I'd be interested, because the world teleportation would serve a purpose. It'd be a tragedy. If you brought, like, polio back to a fantasy realm. You're just a carrier. You have the vaccine, so of course you don't have it, but you know, you're a carrier of it at least.
That is just legitimately terrifying.
You bring tuberculosis back to to a medieval setting.
Oh my god.
Hail, great traveler from another land.
Yeah, they're all nice.
Yeah, they're like, it's not even like a hostile environment. Don't you guys have like a demon lord I could cough on? Nope. Everything's going just fine. And it will stay that way forever.
Isn't life wonderful?
Achoo, and then
Yeah.
the inciting incident begins.
Come meet my children.
Oh no. Anyway, off to my job. It's my last day before I retire.
No.
And then, you know, the whole thing. Then they go on their honeymoon, and then the dude comes back, and then his wife is cheating on him with a policeman. It's a nightmare.
Wow. Feels really bad.
And then he gets a chainsaw, and then there's like a tree or something. I don't know. That actually
Feels really
sounds.
specific.
That sounds like an isekai setup. I was cutting a tree down, a bullet flew out of it into my chest.
And then
Got
I
reincarnated
died? I got reincarnated into another world?
as Paul Bunyan. Reincarnated as Paul
Oh.
Bunyan.
But I have to overcome the trauma from when I chainsawed the tree and died?
Yeah, he gets, because it's one of those isekai where he gets put in the body of Paul Bunyan, but Paul Bunyan was already living a life, so he kind of like replaces him, and he has
Yeah.
to adapt to the
I
life
never understood those.
of Paul. I never understand that either. Where does the other person
Oh, you
go?
know what? I think what it is, I think part of the conceit of, like, you know, people being teleported into a novel is like, okay, you don't have to worry about
Yeah.
them being real people.
Mhm.
But then, because, like, the person is a character in this novel and they treat the world as real, they have to treat the other characters as real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just another, you're just proving my point. Wow, this
Yeah,
whole
no,
genre
no,
is a
no.
farce. Nobody should read it.
I have been aware of this and
Yeah.
questioned this already. I just still read it sometimes.
I just do it in spite of that. I mean, I guess that's like me with most romance stories. I know most of them suck,
Mhm.
but I still read
Yeah.
them on the off chance that one day someone will do it
One day.
correctly. They haven't. But then again, I haven't watched The Notebook yet, and everyone's like, "That's like the best one out there," and I haven't seen it. But the thing is, I don't like romance just as a soul genre. It has to be part of a different story for me to be truly invested.
Bunny Girl Senpai was good.
I haven't seen that either. I should see
Oh,
that.
bro!
Listen, if we're gonna get into the conversation of things I haven't seen, you're gonna be very upset soon.
No, I mean like it's like one of the best portrayals of like a romance starting
Yeah.
that I've seen in anime.
It's pretty. I've heard great things about it. Is the thing, and I should watch more stuff.
Yeah.
I used to watch stuff in the morning. I was doing that for like a couple months.
I used to watch.
I used to watch stuff. I
Have
always
you
hated it.
watched- Have you watched My Love Story?
No, have not.
That one's also one of my favorites.
Story. Put it in the tabs. Oh yeah, this one. I've seen this so many times. The
It's
image,
so-
not the show.
So good.
I've seen this man, is what I should say.
He is the gem of a man.
That is an
the
iconic
treasure.
man.
He is the man.
Oh, the live act. There was a live action. Excuse me.
Mhm. Live action.
And they found like the perfect looking dude.
Mm-hmm.
How did they do that? It's like a 1-to-1.
Casting.
That's a good casting director.
They went on a search throughout Japan.
And they found the bulkiest looking gentleman they could find.
Where they put out a really effective casting call.
I'm gonna say it. I'm looking at a comparison between the love interest and the live action one. Kind of dropped the ball on that one.
What?
It doesn't quite look like her.
Oh, the girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dude's got swoopy bangs, and I think his hair color is more close to the character in the anime and manga.
The anime.
So that one I'll give a pass.
Mhm.
His hair could be longer, but whatever.
Just watch the anime then.
I will just watch the. I wasn't. You think I'm ever gonna interact with live action anime content? Never. I've been let down too many times.
Mhm.
Freaking Cowboy Bebop. Ooh,
I never watched the live action.
it's good. No, I mean it's good that you didn't see it.
Oh, I was gonna say it's good.
I was gonna say it's, and then I interrupted myself. It is bad, and it's good that you have not seen it.
How much of it did you watch?
I watched all of it,
All of it? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
and I don't recommend it.
You watched all of that and you don't watch any of my recommendations. This
I
man.
don't know. What have you recommended that I haven't watched?
Golden Kamui.
True, I have not watched that yet. CGI
See?
bears, though, they look very funny.
You only need to suffer through it for like an episode or two. It goes away very quickly.
Because they probably realized, oh, wait a minute, we can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
We had to get this episode out, but even I feel bad about it.
Yeah, I think they got it out for the content. They were like, never again.
Gotta meet the deadline, then in the Blu-ray it'll be a hand-drawn thing. It'll be great.
Heck yeah! Fix it in Blu-ray.
I love that they do that. And I did the wrong rotation again. Why? Flip horizontal, please. Thank you. I keep doing rotate horizontal, which is wrong. Have you heard this Vocaloid called Kaito? Because I hate the way he sounds.
Yeah, he's one of the older ones.
I don't like him.
Because he's older.
I don't think that's the reason.
Because
I think he just sounds bad.
he's older!
But they could update the
technology.
voice banks every now and then if they really wanted to, and they should. Well, Miku's one of the
Your
oldest
standard
ones, and she
anime
sounds
man.
great.
Well, he's standard anime man. He's
That's
not
what's
cute anime
yeah, that's
girl.
what's boring about him. And also, he has glasses like a nerd like me, who is also a
You're a
nerd.
nerd.
You probably have eyewear at some point.
No, I don't.
You don't?
Maybe when I'm old.
How dare you?
Probably when I'm old. Everyone's eyes kind of go
You
with
could
that thing.
just pick up some reading glasses for fun.
I picked up some, like, nighttime driving glasses for
Oh,
fun,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't even use them.
Those seem useful, though. I think my mom might need those.
Yeah.
Although she has night blindness. Not like full blindness, but you know,
Oh.
harder to see while driving at night.
Mhm, mhm.
So she could probably use something to help with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this face looks more well played. Hold on. What is... I'm looking. This is always the problem with liner. This is why it takes me so long. I'm like, that looks fine, but wait. It can be better. The problem is that I'm drawing the hair over where the eyes go. And I saw somebody do that in a webcomic recently, and their character looked like a Cyclops because of where they put the eye on the head.
Oh no.
You gotta just draw, you gotta not draw the hair like I do, which is before the eyeballs.
Yeah.
I will, however, having said that, continue to do that.
Uh-huh. And I bet they will also continue doing what they're doing.
Yeah, draw little Cyclopses. I mean, if that could be your intention, that could be your thing, you just draw Cyclops. I don't think there's a mainstream Cyclops story yet that's successful. What's the they probably got was there a Cyclops in the Monster Girl anime? There probably was. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm looking it up. Monster. Her name is Monaco, or Monica. I don't know how to pronounce it.
So you found her.
I did find her. Her eye is ginormous. And then when they juxtapose it with the tiny anime nose and mouth, it looks like they're not even there. I have to show you this picture. I didn't even know there were facial features in there for a sec, other than the eyeball. It just looks like the eye.
Oh my god. Well, when you have... Okay, so anime eyes are already big.
Absolutely.
But with a Cyclops anime eye...
A Cyclops anime eye.
It's gotta take up, like, whole half the face.
It's gotta be the whole thing.
The fact that she still has 2 eyebrows.
Wait, she does?
No, Tan, look!
What is it? I didn't even realize. Oh, that's awful. I hate that, actually. Why did you have to bring that up?
She has 2 eyebrows for her 1 eye!
She has 2 eyebrows. How did you even see that? I didn't even notice.
Our chat log is just full of cursed images.
And maybe that's how it ought to be. That's gonna be the whole thing. Why does she have 2 eyebrows?
I don't know!
That's the worst creative decision I've ever seen in my life.
At first I was like, oh, they went with the unibrow approach where they actually
you
gave her a
couldn't be
unibrow.
more wrong.
And then I looked closely, I was like, wait a minute, there's a separation.
Wait a minute. Oh my god, this is like realizing that when they draw cat girls, they gave them both pairs of ears, and you're like, why would you choose to do that?
Yeah, and they both function. And it's like, what do you mean they both function?
No, you give them one, and it's the cat ears, otherwise you don't have a cat girl.
Yeah. Yep.
Now I have to look up what they did. I know there's a cat girl in that series, there has to be. I gotta see what they did for that one. They probably gave them both sets of ears. Her name is, of course, Susie. No, they're doing the thing where they hide where the other ears would be.
With the hair.
With hair.
Yep.
She's a werecat.
Okay.
Her appearance seems to be based on the domesticated Scottish fold feline breed. If you're interested.
Sure.
I don't think I should be on this wiki any longer.
You know, you keep looking at Monster Girls instead of working on your thing.
Yeah, this is usually how normal streams go.
I think you might be interested in Monster Girls.
Nah, I don't think I'll ever interact with that franchise again, actually.
Well,
Outside of this
you've been playing
conversation.
Monster Prom,
That's
I
not
think,
even the
but it's like
same thing.
influencing
That's not even the same
your
thing.
brain
Don't even
after
pretend.
you went to prom with 2 Monster
You are also
Girls.
there when we play Monster Prom. Don't absolve yourself.
Look, I've not shown a propensity towards it like you do.
A
Like
propensity
stream
for it.
to look up Monster Girls.
Don't even pretend. Yeah, you just all you do is dedicate a whole hour of your stream to the game instead. That's all you do.
Because yeah, that's all I do.
It's a minor offense in comparison to looking up a JPEG. About a two-eyebrowed I said wereclops. Oh, great. I need to go to bed. What is a wereclops? When a full moon arises, your eyes transform into one. Alright, I think that face looks more well-placed there. Which is really all you can hope for. It's like, yeah, that's good enough.
As long as she doesn't look like a cyclops.
Yeah, no, and I gave her two eyebrows because she has two eyes. It makes sense. Unlike some people...
Yeah, honestly.
Looks at Discord chat. Also, why is she holding a gun?
She means business.
I didn't realize that series had guns in it. I thought it was just another harem thing.
I don't know anything about it.
Maybe you should research it and then talk about it on the podcast.
No. That sounds like a you problem.
You're not gonna propose the idea to Soupy to see if he's even interested? No. He will not know of this conversation. I'm doing it again. I'm drawing the eyebrow. I already drew the eyebrow. I said it looked good. Now I'm back on the eyebrow. Get away from the eyebrows. Which one has the words on it? Okay, it wasn't that one. Ain't nobody getting spoilers. Not today, anyway. Some other days, for sure. Sometimes I do accidentally just put spoilers directly on screen. For a prolonged period of time.
I see them all.
No, you don't. They have been clipped occasionally, but you'll never find them.
Ah. You know, no one will know unless you point it out that it's a spoiler, right?
I mean, they'll just see text on the screen and assume. Technically, everything's a spoiler when I haven't posted anything.
So then why are you getting all worked up over spoilers?
Because they don't. You cannot. Just because people see the spoilers doesn't mean I want them to see the spoiler. Is this another Kaito song? Leave me alone, Kaito.
He's gonna win you over.
I don't like him. Who the heck is this? Kamui Gakupo Whisperer? Cantarella? Who, I don't even know any of these words. Is a completely new boy Vocaloid. A vocal boyd? No, that's nothing. Swan, who's your favorite Vocaloid right now? Gun to your head, who would you choose?
Gumi?
Is that, which one does it? What's their big number? I feel like I've listened to a lot of those ones.
She's the green one.
The green one. Oh, that's true. Oh god, why do people, there's so many of these. Is Gumi still a Vocaloid? They don't retire. So I assume.
Yeah.
Her voice pack does cost $200.
Nice.
That's too many dollars.
More.
No. I wish you want things to cost more. You just like to buy expensive things so your bank account is lower.
No.
You're the epitome of what they call high maintenance.
What? No, you're just making stuff up.
Purely by choice, though. I bet your bank account is in the double digits, just because you can't handle anything else.
Clover. She got offended by what you said just
No,
now.
she didn't. She knows
She's
it's
like,
true.
Mom used to at least afford my food.
That's where all the money goes.
Clover, come here.
kilograms of kibble in the house. Do you ever feed her wet food, or are you just a Puritan about dry food?
I feed her like I make like a topping for her dry food.
I see. We
I
started
used to
doing
feed her both wet and dry, but yeah.
a topping of wet food, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I used to do a topping
okay.
of like canned wet food on top of the dry food, and then I was like, I just make a topping myself
Yeah.
with stuff that doggies can eat. That's probably
Sprinkles.
Yeah. No, healthy things that doggies can eat.
They make doggy ice cream, and I think they put sprinkles on them.
Yeah, healthy things. Mom
If-
doesn't feed you anything bad.
If you ask Clover if she wanted sprinkles or not, she would say yes.
Of course she would. Talking to the dog who eats dust off the floor
And strang.
and string. Yeah, exactly.
My dogs have never eaten string, but I have held stuff in such a way that convinces them that I'm holding something edible, and they'll just try. I don't know why. It's just in the palm of my hand, and they're like, I guess that's where the food normally comes. I'll just eat that. It's like, no, don't eat that.
You conditioned them.
I was
Of course
showing
they
this to
would.
you. Don't eat it.
No, you conditioned them.
No.
And Clover does that too.
Just noms it.
Food? Nom?
Delicious.
Like,
A
whatever
Nintendo
you
Switch
offer her-
cartridge? Amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Goes in the mouth. Like a toddler.
This is the only way we normally interact, so I guess this also goes in the mouth.
It was a real problem when you were a puppy, huh, Clover?
You gotta teach her how to shake, so she has another limb to interact with.
She does know how to shake.
Oh, well then you should just teach her how to do that more. That should be her default response to external stimuli.
It kind of is. Pyrenees really are really expressive with their paws.
Ah, I see.
So whenever she likes something, she'll like if I'm petting her and I stop, she'll like paw at me to
She'll, like, dap you up?
continue. Yeah. Well, and then, but I've trained her to not do that, and so she's not supposed to do that. And now she just forces her snoot in my hand.
That's what you get. You have forced this reality upon yourself.
No, it's just she just switched to different gestures actually.
I think I would prefer my dog put their hand on. I think that's just like a funnier thing in general to conceptualize.
I mean, sure, but like her paws are huge and she's kind of doofy, so she doesn't realize how hard she's pawing.
That's true. I have 15-pound dogs.
Yeah, so them doing it is really cute because they got tiny paws and they're not that strong. Clover doing it
They're
is a
so
different
weak,
story.
so weak and frail.
Yeah.
Throw them around. I could, but I don't.
No.
Actually, one of my dogs, they're about the same size, but one of them is so much heavier. She is a dense lass, that one. I could not throw that one even if I wanted to. She's also like super long, which is really weird. The dog is like a slinky that weighs 30 pounds. If you hold one,
Dense
if you
and
hold
long?
one end of her, yeah, she's dense and long. I don't know how she does it. She's got like a little boxy head with the triangle floppy ear. And then she's got a lot of fur, and then she's like this long, and she's got a little short leg.
Oh my god.
I don't know
She's
how.
so long.
She's so long. She's got a long tail. She could sweep the floor with the tail, so I really got to exaggerate that, actually.
Wow. That's how you drawing this on your character's face. So funny.
I have nowhere else to put it. That's why Garrow's in one of these pages. I forget which one, but they're in there. I saw them using the updated model on stream earlier
Yeah,
today.
that was gold.
That was nice. Or was it earlier today or yesterday? I've lost all sense of time.
Even credited as the artist.
I know.
and
I didn't expect to be
everything.
accredited as the artist of the
You're
stream.
so famous.
I'm so famous.
So famous.
I'm almost affiliate, guys, on Twitch TV. You can leave your respect at the door. which I think means enter the room without it. So yeah, that makes sense actually.
Yeah, uh-huh.
You can leave your respect at the door, because I won't be needing it. How long is it? Oh, it's only been an hour and a half. Look at that. At least I'm not counting down to the hour and a half like I was last time. I was truly dying by the end of that one. Even though that is, I think that's the one where I won the first time. So I was probably just spent trying to mentally focus for 3 consecutive hours, or however long that session was.
I don't think you slept well that time either.
Well, yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Today I slept so much.
Oh, good.
Far too much, some would say. I don't like sleeping that much on my days off, because they're like my days off. Sometimes it's all I can biologically handle. It's just being in an idle state.
Yeah.
I would love to work on my comic today for like 8 hours, but I'm just gonna be gone mentally.
Just gonna exist for 24 hours.
That's all I need.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any cats to force me awake at random hours.
If they start up again tonight, I'm gonna be upset.
Locking the door. And they will get in anyway. They're masters of deception and stealth. I've seen those people. You're gonna rig up your house to have like one of those tunnel systems that like they can go up on the wall and go through rooms with them. So I listened to a bit more of the Shu VOD. How did that go? Like the whole as a general thing. Did you learn much?
I feel a little more comfortable drawing shoes, but not a whole lot.
I mean, that's the goal, I guess. It was only one session of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta do your Instagram daily studies like I do. Or did. I don't do them no more.
No, I'm doing daily practices, not necessarily like... It's not really like...
And where
I
are
mean,
those,
it kinda
Swan?
is. On my iPad.
Yeah, but where are they? Where I can see them?
Nowhere.
And why not?
I'll put...
Posted my dailies all over the dang place.
Yeah, I don't like posting daily. It makes me feel sad.
If you just make a separate account for it, it feels way less sad. Take it from me.
I don't want a separate account. I have enough of a time managing one.
I can't win with you. Just post your dailies so I can see them on your main account.
I will.
On your YouTube as well.
My YouTube?
Yeah,
It's
just
not
do
going
like a
on my
slideshow on your YouTube.
No. Who do you think I am?
Big meanie? That's beside the point. Don't you yo ho ho in? You're doing it again. I can't believe it. What was your daily schedule again? I forget your Wednesday routine that you set up. You outlined it. You said you had the art stream.
Well, today, I'm actually a little behind. I was supposed to work on the art that I'm gonna post tomorrow,
Right.
but I didn't end up working on it today, so I gotta do it tomorrow.
You got emote progress though.
I did get emote progress.
You can post that.
No.
No. Do you post anything you do? Ever? Have you been this sort of like Dorian's portrait where you just live a life of what is the word I'm looking for? Debauchery, and you just make everyone else live virtuously around you? You guys must post your art, but I will never post my stuff.
No, I'm posting a different art.
Okay, a different art.
Yeah, a different art. I will still post. It's just
And I will never show my other secret account.
see, you don't even post your art. Why are you bragging me about
I
it?
used to. I'm working on this now. This is all the art I make. I can't post this on social media. And you know that, so I don't want to hear it.
What happened to your daily practice too?
I don't do it anymore because I'm working on a comic.
You could like
Ugh.
do like warm-up practices, you know, like you like I'm gonna. Stretch,
Some of us
stretch,
don't have it in
stretch.
us. I'm already like sleepy all the time. Can't do more work.
Mhm.
I'm sleepy right now, as a matter of fact. And I already slept so much today.
Well, this is because your body's used to going to sleep around this time.
Yeah. Why isn't this letting me color this in? Oh, that's because his shirt is this color. I see.
Well, you met your quota. You can. I will
Yeah,
will
we're gonna-
relinquish you whenever you want.
I mean, I missed my normal stream. I think on the bonus stream day, I actually did stream that day also. So this is kind of just like making up for missing 2.5 hours entirely. So I might just sit around here.
Really?
Yeah, for like another hour.
Oh my.
Even if I end the stream, I'll probably still be working on this.
Oh my. Look at you.
I have nothing better to do. I suppose I could watch anime, but that's like a thing I do for myself, and that's disgusting.
Disgusting.
I would never indulge anything that would bring joy into my life,
Why would you not just play the anime while you're working on this?
because it's like your thing with kaiji. If I'm gonna watch shows, I need to be invested in it.
But you could watch a mediocre show.
I could watch a very bad show, but then
That's what I
it's like-
do. I watch bad shows just as background noise.
I can't do that, I don't think. You saw how mad I was getting, or I don't know if you were there, but if you were there, then you would know how mad I got over Asteroid City. And that's just like,
No, I was not there.
I get so mad watching bad or mediocre products that I don't think it would be like a healthy thing for me to do. Like blood pressure wise, I don't think I could do it. I gotta color this in here. Also, that movie sucks, by the way. Since you weren't there for my rant about it.
I don't know anything about it.
It's the newest Wes Anderson movie. And I hate it.
Oh, okay. Now I remember.
Oh, you were there?
I didn't catch the title of the movie.
Oh, okay. I could have yeah. But yeah, that movie's terrible.
Yeah, it sounded terrible by your description.
It's so atrocious. I get so mad about
Also-
go on.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say I found it very funny that you were talking about watching Little Shop of Horrors for the first time. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
RLM posts a
I
video.
was thinking the same thing. I was like, I just talked about this. That's just nuts.
Yeah. I was like, either Zotan is like calling from Canada or.
I am in upstate. I'm basically there.
Yeah.
I know those Canadian borders well, like they're my very own. But yeah, I hate when directors and writers, especially these visionary types that pretend they know what they're doing and apparently do not when it comes apparent. Like
Oh yeah.
Miyazaki, when he did that, like Spirited Away is a good example. Love the movie, but there's that scene at the end where they're talking to the group of pigs and she has to determine whether or not her parents are there. And she says they're not here at all, and there's no explanation given in the movie. And I read a bunch of interpretations that are interesting, but then you read his actual interpretation of the scene, and he's like, I just didn't want to put in an explanation, I just didn't feel like it. And it's like,
What?
I hate you so much, Miyazaki. I hate that you can get away with that.
Wow.
He's like, yeah, I just think that we don't need explanations in our movies for every little thing that goes on. It's like, yeah, but that's like a pivotal moment for the character. That's like super important.
I just didn't feel like it.
I just didn't actually think it was, I just don't like it. Explanations are more of like a Western media type thing. I don't even care. Sometimes these geniuses, they drive me insane because they get bored with their own genius.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, I could put all this super cool symbolism in there, but you don't need it. I've done that before already. You get abstract minimalism for story now. Ah, yes, a pleasant radio voice? Well, thank you for stopping in and saying so.
Haha.
No. Oh yeah, I'm in a call with someone else. What about their radio? Welcome in Proofbot. This is an unconventional stream for both hour and format. I'm normally by myself. And also at like 10 in the morning. Not 10, it's like noon. But I'm Zotan. I make a webcomic. What were you saying?
The voice of your conscience.
You're the voice. This is my conscience. She's really bad at her job. Look, I'm awake here with you. It's 3:36 a.m. for me. Oh yeah, I guess I'm 4:36 right now, actually.
Yeah,
for
you're
me.
in my time zone. Mm-hmm.
You're in my conscience's time zone, which is questionable in many ways.
Why am I an hour
I don't know
away
how
from you?
that seems about right. My conscience would be about an hour behind me.
So that's why things haven't been working
That's
out.
why things don't go so well. My conscience is all freaking is screwed up. Don't question it. I'm questioning a lot right now. I have to. This doesn't make any sense. My life is a kangaroo court. Trust the process. I guess it's all I can do. Do I have colors for this guy? Oh yeah, I do, but the words are going to be on screen. Hold on. The screen is going black for like a second on purpose. I'm going to say that so that you're not alarmed. I just need the colors for my character without spoiling.
Going blind.
Yeah, and now you can have your eyes back.
Huh.
But yeah, I'm Zotan. I make a webcomic. Well, I'm making one. It hasn't actually released anything yet. And my conscience here, she also streams and does art stuff on Wednesdays, which is today.
I'm a separate entity.
A separate entity, my conscience. My conscience by the name of Swan Drawn. I could shout them out in chat if I remembered how to do that.
I will not remind you how.
Honestly, I'm here to draw along and listen. I appreciate my eyes returning. You're welcome. I try to get them back as quickly as possible.
Oh, you draw as well, Proof Bat?
Yeah, what do you do in terms of art?
Ooh.
I'm always curious. Somebody came in here and said they do 3D modeling, but they're jealous of the art types. I believe it was someone from Garrow's chat. And I was like, that's still like way more artistry than I have. In terms of the 3D space, I have no clue how to do any of that. They were doing CAD modeling for some kind of complex technical thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think that's more artistic than you give it credit for.
It certainly requires a lot more knowledge of
In a
physics
more
and stuff.
timely manner than USPS, so no complaints here. Yeah, it didn't take 4 to 8 business weeks for your eyes to come back. I do, actually. Do you, I guess I could just spy on you and check out your account page, but I guess I'll ask you out of courtesy first. Do you have any you would like to show at all? Or do you have any on, like, do you, like, stream? I'm gonna interrogate you, basically.
Art tax.
Mm-hmm.
When you mention art, you have to pay the tax.
The tax. So says my conscience.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been told that if I have all these great ideas and concepts, I should do a one-shot just to get it out in the world and decide if I want to go from there. Yeah, that is usually how they break it down. I decided to deliberately ignore that advice, and the story I'm making right now is one I plan on spending way too long with. And it is my first one. I have not made a comic before. This is my first foray into it, and I've already learned so many mistakes and how to correct them. Stream, no, not on any major platforms at least. Mostly in Discord with friends. That's cool. I do that sometimes also. Mostly for when I get killed in a some kind of multiplayer game and I have to spectate through their viewpoint. But occasionally I will show them art, and they don't care because they're friends from high school, and they talk about other things. My one friend from high school is actually living out on his own with his girlfriend, and I'm like, how did you advance your life at all in this economy, dude? I don't know how he's doing it.
In this economy?
In this economy? It's more likely than you think.
Live in this economy.
It's pure fiction. We made it up.
It's gotta move.
But I do actually plan on it streaming properly, like I have the tools and I set it up. But then I think about it. I mean, that's what I was doing for the longest time, and then I just decided, you know, this webcomic was a good thing to start because it pushed me to start streaming the process so that I could hold myself accountable and actually work on it consistently. So if anything, it's a good motivator. Look at me
Yeah.
now. I slept through my stream earlier today, and I'm doing it now instead. I'm so disciplined, well behaved, and a hard worker.
Oh, I mean, at least you're pulling through.
Yeah. And and decide I'd rather be in the chat army. Yeah, that's fair.
Chat army, let's go.
It is really hard to start out streaming and get into the flow of just rambling about anything that comes to mind. I'm still not fully a master of it yet. I will just decide, you know what, I'm gonna be quiet for the next half hour because I feel like it.
You're still, like, better at it than I am.
I don't know about that.
I rely on chat a lot. If chat wasn't there, then I'd be kind of lost.
I am kind of lost when that happens. Those are usually when the silent time's going. Is when,
Yeah.
like, Mask is like, I'm going to class now, and I'm like, alright, man. I will try to keep the conversation going for, like, a bit, and then I'll probably just run out and be like, it's quiet time on the art stream.
Yeah. When someone shows up, I'll talk again.
A true stoic.
Hmm.
No, I actually complain wildly about things beyond my control. The opposite of stoicism. I can talk to myself plenty. Well, most would call that a medical condition, but they don't know us. Me, myself, and I hold it down.
Nice.
Yeah, me and my conscience are also doing great. Just me, basically.
I'm an hour behind.
You are an hour behind. It makes conversation very hard. I really ought to get that checked out. How do I adjust my conscience? Oh yeah, we were talking about live action anime, and I was saying I would never watch it, but then apparently people are saying this new One Piece is good.
That's what I heard too. I heard
And-
that's not. It's not that it's good.
Yeah, not
but
that it's
not
great,
As bad
But it's
that
like
people thought.
serviceable, which means it's great. I refuse anything One Piece. That's a fair
Oh,
perspective to have. No,
no.
hold on. They're right. Because it's too long.
Everyone keeps trying to shove it down my throat. Yeah, no, I get that.
Also it's also the most popular series in the
yeah.
world.
Yeah, plenty of people have done that to me with other series, and I've just said no.
If you want to read or watch, I would prefer read my favorite series in the world. You could read Berserk, and I won't shove it down your throat. I will just heavily suggest it and recommend it. Multiple times. Which only makes me more reluctant to watch it. Yeah, I have plenty of people in my life that I know, like, if I just say the show even, like, twice to them, they're like, you know what? I'm not gonna watch it. I'm like, oh, how dare you? How dare you live despite me?
Fine. The next time you sit there bored, not knowing what to watch,
Yeah,
don't
I'll be
come looking
laughing.
for me. Yeah.
Then I gotta cover the pants and... Have you heard of Zoro's 4-sword technique? Because you know how he does 3-sword technique, right?
Yeah.
Where he has one in his mouth?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find a picture of his 4-sword technique.
Okay. I'm scared.
No, it's just a very late spoiler, you might say. Hold on.
You gonna
It's
spoil me?
no, it's definitely very real.
Okay.
It's totally real,
Okay.
and you should definitely believe that this is in the manga.
I'll believe everything.
For sure. This is his 4-sword technique.
You are my
My knowledge-
trustworthy.
Yeah.
What is this?
My knowledge of Berserk is like up and down. I've watched like the Netflix versions with a friend who was excited to watch it with me, so I liked it. Would cry again. Yeah. Wait, did you mean you watched the what is the Netflix versions? Did they have the movies on Netflix?
This is terrible.
I love it. Oh, they have 1997 on Netflix. I see. Oh, he's caked. Oh. He is indeed. More cake than Sanji could ever make, that's for sure.
Wow.
His classic 4-sword technique. This man got 7,000 upvotes for making this, and I understand it entirely. I think it was the movies. Indeed, the movies are fine, as long as it's not the 2016 and 17 series. Those are unforgivable. Color was I using? Okay. I need her skin. I have no good colors on this one. But in all honesty, I've read like 300 chapters of One Piece. It's not bad, but it's like so long. Yep, and it's only still going. Eyes go away for a second.
No, stop taking that away from me.
You can have them back in a second.
You keep doing this. I can't take
I'm
the
too lazy to
trouble.
put the words off the screen. He says after he's over 1K chapters in some Chinese manhwa. Is that real?
Are you?
Oh,
real?
you say he says after he's over 1,000 chapters in some Chinese manhwa. Yeah, referring to yourself. I get it. I don't think I've read 1,000 chapters of anything. Apotheosis. Have I heard of that? Apotheosis manhwa.
You're a manwa.
Excuse you? I don't know, I'm sorry. I thought reacting to that completely in shock would make it funnier. That way. 1,116 chapters to be exact. That's quite a few.
Always these Chinese literary works.
Yeah.
I read something that was 1,000 chapters. It was also Chinese.
I don't think I've ever done that. You people are crazy. I've read Berserk, and that's probably the longest one, and that's only like 360 chapters. Actually, I guess I didn't read all of Hunter x Hunter. I started with the anime and then picked up from where it left off, so I don't know. What chapter does it leave off at? In terms of
300 something.
300s. Okay, so I guess the longest series I've seen is around the 300s then, regardless.
Yeah.
I've never gone 1,000. This guitar riff is going crazy right now. What the heck? Night 3 is Tower of God, Kubera, and Nightrun. I have heard of Tower of God. I have not heard of Nightrun. I think I've heard of Kubera. Let me look that up. Welcome to the Google portion of the stream. I say Nightrun is #1 for me because I love it when I get attached to a character and having my heart ripped out multiple times because apparently it's a space Game of Thrones. Ah, I see. Yeah, that'll happen for sure. Kubera is a fantasy with 54 million views. Why have I not read this yet? I guess I will just keep that in the tabs as well. And then Nightrun, you said? I never got into Tower of God, but I do know it's wildly successful. Oh, and this one's completed too. And it's only 169 episodes. So is it even worth investing in, really? I don't know. It hit me so hard that when I had the chance to have a custom item of mine added to a game, I had the numerical inscription for my favorite character's sword engraved on it. That's dedication. I don't have that passion for a series, mainly because I think I haven't read anything long enough to warrant that. Nothing's engrossed me for like a period of time. I haven't read like a serialized work for that long, and every time I read something that's bingeable, it's always like 300 chapters at most, like I said. Like I read Suitor Armor on Webtoons recently. The one that I like in spite of its backgrounds and grammar mistakes every now and then. Deadlines. And that's like super short. Nightrun stopped getting translated at most sites. It's like 250 plus. What? They just stopped and then they just said it was completed? What a bunch of liars. What a bunch of liars, dude.
Translators. They're like, you know, it's done.
We only get paid like below a living wage anyway. We quit.
We do it for free.
Yeah, that's true. It probably is most of just the freelance ones. Or just free ones, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
The fanlations. My guilty pleasure is, like, canvases on webtoons. I love seeing people's works and the process. Well, that's what I'm doing right here. I'm making a canvas webtoon, essentially. I mean, I'm gonna put it other places, but that's what this is, in essence. I ain't no professional.
Professional.
Absolutely not. You think I'm getting paid to make this? No. I wish, but no.
Professional.
Unless I have been, that's true, I guess I did it's like stand users in JoJo. People who like canvas webtoons, they gravitate towards each other supernaturally. Is this eyebrow bigger than the other one? No, I can't look at that now. There's two.
Your conscience is fading.
What am I gonna do without it?
I'll return in another time zone.
Does that mean you're going to a convention again? Like my conscience be flying around basically.
Your conscience does fly around a lot.
Too much. I can't use your sage advice if you're flying around claiming you're from Houston when we don't even know if that's true.
Yeah, I just told the convention people that I was from Houston.
They didn't even check, like, your driver's license or something. Inkblazer spoiled me, Tapastic almost ruined me, Webtoons saved me. It's so sad that Webtoons has to be the savior. Alright, Swan, well, I give you permission to leave as my conscience. if you want to.
I'm gonna go sleep
Mm-hmm.
and hope that cats don't wake me up.
They might. Catch you later.
Okay, good night.
Good night. She's so terrible. Can't believe it. This person. And 3 a.m. cinnamon cereal is just good. How could she leave us just like that? I don't know, man. She just does that. Sometimes I just like, some people have their conscience their whole time. Some people, like Pinocchio, his conscience does leave him sometimes, but only when he thinks it's for the best. My conscience just flies all over the country doing whatever she wants. Is an hour behind me, so all the advice is outdated. It's crazy. Now I'm curious because one of my since you are aware of Canvas webtoons, which most people even in the webtoon space don't seem to engage with. They're all about those originals. Have you heard of my favorite one? Cast Off. That one's pretty great. That's my favorite Canvas one, I should specify. There are originals that I don't know if I like more than it or not. I'll think about it for a while. It's another fantasy series. I say another, but I don't think I've made it clear. I am making a fantasy series. And it's another one like that. Favorite genre? I cannot say that I have, but best believe I will check it out. It's a good one. I could link it. I think I have, yeah, I got Webtoons open right now. Search. In case you are interested. If you're, I went to the thrift store, grabbed a random book off the shelf, because I totally judge books by their covers. 25 cents. Was it worth it? In spades? There's that. It's definitely one if you like seeing the process, or even like the progress of it. That's a good series. That now turned into like $100+ spent. Oh, it was. That's great too. I don't think I would have that much luck judging a book by its cover. I think I would make a completely bad decision. Because most of the fantasy books that are like in thrift stores, they use the art to distract you from how bad the writing is. Like they'll get this really ornately painted cover. and then the material inside is tragically horrible. And what's crazier about that story, go on. It happened to me twice. It's like those people that go into garage sales and they find an owner who just has like a box of GameCube games that are worth like hundreds of dollars. And they just don't know what they have, so they give it to the person for like 20 bucks. I wish someday that happens to me. I don't even care if it's for like a console I don't own. If someone just had like a box of super valuable Sega Genesis games, I don't even have one, but I would. I'd consider just buying them, just to have them. If someone's just handing out collectibles for like a super cheap price. I literally only built my new desk because it came with a hutch that I now use as a bookcase. I was putting it off so long. Oh man. Talking about new desks on this stream, you're lucky that my conscience wasn't here. She's been trying to get me to buy a new desk because, my current situation is very scuffed. My PC and my monitor take up so much space, and my drawing tablet. It's gotten to the point where I have to put my keyboard on a stool off to the side, like this is... Whoops, hold on, I gotta go here. This is my desk, like right here. And it's got a little raised surface over here. It's got little drawers on the side. And my monitor's here. My drawing tablet's here. PC's over here. And my keyboard is over here on a stool. Just hanging over there. Connected to the PC. If it works, it works. I know this desk. This is my old desk. Yeah, it's a pretty... I don't even know where it came from. It's just a desk with a riser on one side. And it's like perfect space for my PC, though. It's very good. Just no space for keyboard. I have to get like a little, I'll have to get like a little keyboard tray that I can mount to the bottom here. That desk is solid. It's a good desk, and I don't know why people want me to replace it so bad. It's because I have no space, but I do need to get a keyboard tray at the very least. That I am aware of. I legit still have pieces of it because it came through in the clutch. Oh yeah, that's good. And I'm a sucker for square objects, yeah. Let me see if I have an image of it somewhere. Sure. I'll just be coloring in this hairline here. And it's definitely not made of like that particle board stuff, which you would so often encounter with like IKEA stuff. This music seems loud. And it's just my headphones. Definitely is IKEA chipwood super magic glued together. I just, you know, if I was gonna get a new desk, it would have to be the, just like a really solid, like an oak. And it would have to be like the most ornately sculptured piece of furniture that I would own. With like the thin wood sheet on the back of the raised up side. I can't look around. I'm gonna be sit here. But I will check. I'm too lazy to stand up and go look at it. Yeah, I think we are about ready to call it here. I did 2 hours. I usually do 2.5, but you know, it's late for me. But I'll wait for the image if you got it. I can meander until then, around this page. Color in the... Oh, that doesn't look right. Yeah, I gotta... I was definitely finding a needle in a haystack, but my Insta is linked to my profile, I think, on here, maybe? Alright, I can give that a look then. If that's where it is. Whoops. I went through, like, my archive Discord or Facebook, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta clean this. Whoops. Excuse me, Clip Studio, get back here. And then I will just finish up this color section here, and then I will probably call it for today. Well, this point in time today. I will probably be on again today, technically, since it is like 5 in the morning. I usually stream at like noon or 1-ish to work on this thing. If you're around then, that is. And even if not, I do upload VODs to YouTube. I have that in my channel page. I gotta move this up here. Why is this behind? Oh, that makes sense. I have to move this above the colors. There we go. I should exist around then, yeah. Okay, good. As long as you're corporeal at a reasonable hour. It's important. And there we go. Okay, back to this thing. That is it for me. Thanks for stopping in, though. I manifest slowly. It takes time for all the programs to fire up. True. For me, it's just a couple of JPEGs, and then there I am. I'm a goblin. I'm real. Well, thank you for stopping by. I will be doing more stuff later. Cool to meet you. I'll be doing exactly the same thing for a long time, probably, working on this comic. So if you're interested in any of that content, obviously I'm making that. But yeah. And if you stop by in the future, I'll catch you later. And bye-bye.